The man of the hour, Reiner Braun. You either love him or you hate him, and personally, from a narrative standpoint, I think he's one of the best written characters in the series. But for some people, they despise him since he's an antagonist of the show and quote-unquote traitor. Despite what you may label him as, it doesn't change the fact that he's the embodiment of a perfect character. Let me explain. Biologically, Reiner is half Eldian and half Marleyan. He was born to an illegitimate Marleyan father and Eldian mother. From the time he first started to train with the warrior unit, Reiner was nothing but a disappointment to both his family and his fellow warrior candidates. He lacked the physical aptitude to succeed, but had determination like no other. Now, being raised in Marley, he was taught that all Eldians were devils and that the warrior unit's service to Marley was a form of reparation. The only reason Reiner was able to serve in the warrior unit as the armored titan is because Marcel was able to convince Marley that Reiner was the best option. But Marcel only did this to ensure that his brother Porco wouldn't inherit a titan in hopes that he'd live a longer life. Now, as soon as the warrior unit embarked on their mission to reclaim the founding titan in Paradise, they were ambushed by Ymir, which nearly led to the death of Reiner, but Marcel saved him by sacrificing his own life. And at this point, the warrior unit wanted to return to Marley in fear that they wouldn't be able to complete their mission. But Reiner convinced them otherwise. He didn't want to return until he could be labeled a hero, because at the end of the day, that's all he wanted, to be a hero. Moving forward, let's look at one of the main factors that started Reiner's development: friendship. What Reiner didn't expect on this mission was finding people that he enjoyed spending time with, because he was told that they were all devils. He realized it's hard to hate people that you can confide in and you spend all your time with and fight alongside. And at first, he was caught up in playing the part of a soldier, but somewhere along the way, he forgot that he was acting and convinced himself that those were actually his comrades. All this resulted in Reiner developing a split personality. A prime example of this is Marco's death. Unfortunately, he was at the wrong place at the wrong time with the wrong people.
なんでマルコが
Additionally, multiple times throughout the series, Reiner has had to be reminded who he really was.
兵士じゃないだろう。僕らは戦士なんだから。
The next important occurrence in Reiner's development came when Eren infiltrated Marley. By this point in time, Reiner's realized that there are no devils on Paradise Island and only human beings that want nothing more than to survive, just like the Marleyans. During Reiner's conversation with Eren, Eren asks Reiner why his mother was eaten by a titan, to which Reiner responds that he sent boulders flying onto Eren's house after breaching the wall. The result of this dialogue causes Reiner to relive the murderous acts he committed on Paradise and fall to his knees while displaying his diminished will to live.
もう嫌だと自分が俺を殺してくれ。
Now listen very closely to what Eren says.
お前と同じだ。
Both Eren and Reiner's characters are extremely similar. Reiner was raised with no freedom within the internment zones of Marley and was sent to destroy the freedom of the people of Paradise across the ocean while reclaiming the founding titan. On the flip side, Eren was raised freely until his freedom was taken away from him by the warriors that breached the walls, and Eren set out to reclaim his freedom by eliminating his enemies across the ocean. Reiner was raised being taught that he had no freedom, while Eren was raised completely free with no limitations. It should come to no surprise that Reiner lacked the will to live after coming to terms with the fact that he murdered thousands of innocent people and was manipulated by Marley. He acknowledges Eren because Eren has every right to make the choices that he made. They could have easily ended up in each other's shoes if only they were born on the opposite side of the ocean.
向こうにいる敵全部殺せば俺たち自由になれるのか